NFL over-unders. Ben's favorite segment because it involves gambling, which he really, self-admittedly, is not very good at. So we start with the Arizona Cardinals, over-under 5.5. New head coach in Bruce Arians, new quarterback, a competent quarterback, as you like to say, with Carson Palmer, over-under 5.5. According to Sportsbook. All this is according to Sportsbook.
I don't like Carson Palmer.
Why?
Because he's a loser.
Why? Because he went to USC? Is that why you're saying?
No. He's not an effective quarterback anymore.
He's effective.
No.
Out of anything, the Raiders were better last year with Carson Palmer.
No, they weren't. He had a ton of interceptions.
Weren't they eighth in passing last year?
Yeah, well,
Pretty sure they were.
Carson Palmer did not look good to me once last year.
No, he didn't. But I mean, come on. From a statistics standpoint, they were a top 10 passing team.
Statistics are enormously misleading. Statistics are enormously misleading in football. Can be easily. I don't like Carson Palmer. I like Bruce Arians.
I like Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, 5.5 seems low. And I don't like Carson Palmer.
So you're going to go over.
I would go over. Again, I'm not looking at each schedule and making these calls. It matters a lot, the schedule the team has. But I would if I had to bet it, I would bet over. I would leave it alone.
I am going under at 5.
4 very tough games in that division, obviously, playing the Seahawks twice and the Niners twice. Yes. And the Rams are not incompetent. So they could easily go 1-5 in the division.
Yeah, I think.
And that makes it tough.
Yeah, I see 5 wins. Falcons at 9.5. They lost Michael Turner. They gained Steven Jackson.
That's an upside. Losing Michael Turner, gaining nobody would be an upside when you're not relying on that guy to be your main running back. 9.5. The Falcons seem very, very good to me. I would go over there.
I would also go over. The Ravens at 8.5. Out of anything, I think their defense is much better. We talked about this earlier. I mean, they gained Chris Canty. They gained from the Giants, obviously. They gained Elvis Dumervil. They lost a lot of receivers, but they lost Bolden to the Niners. They lost Dennis Pitta to a hip injury, season-ending hip injury.
I mean,
but they have a competent backup in Ed Dixon.
I mean, I feel like the Ravens, I wouldn't touch that. It seems way too low. The Ravens feel like a 9-win team. That's a tough division. 9 obviously would be over. But what's amazing is that they're Super Bowl champions not getting a lot of respect. But you have to remember, they staggered into the end of the season last year and then got super lucky in one playoff game and then played great.
So what are you saying, 8.5?
If forced to go, I'd go over, but I don't feel good about it.
I'm going over as well. The Bills at 6.5.
Under.
Under?
Yeah.
New quarterback, new head coach.
Yeah, rookie quarterback, and I'm rooting for him, and I hope he's good, but I'm going to have to go under early.
You're going under.
The Bills also make a consistent mistake, and that I presume they haven't, that they're still doing now, is that they're not prepared for injuries.
Who's that?
They have replacement level players whenever guys get hurt. That's why the Bills keep starting 4-1 and ending 7-9, 6-10.
Well, C.J. Spiller goes down. They still have Fred Jackson. Yep. The Panthers at 7.5. I'm going to go. Oh man, that's tough. Because they were a good team last year. They were better than expected last year, and they're only going to be better than expected, obviously, from the previous season. I'm going to go under at 7.
Yeah, I'm going to go under at 7. They were pretty bad last year.
No, they were. Well, again, from a statistics standpoint, they weren't half bad. The Bears at 8.5. I'm curious about your pick. New head coach.
I looked this up. A friend of mine bet this. He bet the over on the Bears. I don't like that schedule. I think it's tough. I'm going to go under.
I'm going under as well. I see them going 7-9. The Bengals at 8.5. The trendy, sexy pick.
Yeah, well, I'll continue with it being trendy and sexy. I'll go over. I think that team can win 9
I will go under since they are the trendy, sexy pick. The Browns at 6.5. New head coach, new offensive coordinator, North Turner. What do you think?
Over.
Over? You're saying 7?
Good defense and a competent offense. I think they.
Yeah, I hate to agree with you. The Cowboys at 8.5. Except here's the thing: they got Monty Kiffin. Remember that. They're going to blitz on every single down.
They got Monte Kiffin. Did you see the end of USC's season on defense?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the worst defensive team I've ever seen. I'll go under.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not giving him credit. You're going under 6.5.
Under 8.5. Under 8.5. Right?
8.5. Excuse me. I'm going to go under as well. The Broncos at 11.5.
That's too high. Everything's too high for that. They have a great schedule. My God, they have a great schedule. That's why it's 11.5. But I'd still go under.
You're going under?
Yeah.
Shit. Losing Von Miller for 6 games obviously hurts. I will go under. The Lions at 7.5. The America's most underperforming team. What do you think?
As long as they got Jim Schwartz, I'm going under.
Yeah? They need to fire Jim Schwartz.
Could be 4.5. I'd go under.
I'm going to go under. I say they get 8 wins. The Packers at 10.5.
You're going to go over.
Over, yes, excuse me. The Packers at 10.5.
Tricky. Not a tough division, as it turns out. You sense
It's a pretty
they might
tough
slip up.
division.
I'm going to go over.
The Bears and the Vikings. The Vikings are so improved from last year.
They're okay. The Vikings came up and surprised people last year. I don't think the Vikings will be nearly as good.
Plus, they have a number 1 receiver.
I'm going to go over.
You're going over. I'm going under. I say they get 10. The Houston Texans also at 10.5. What do you say?
Under.
For what reason?
Not that impressive. Not a better division that they'll have to play. It won't be It's tough. That's
I'm
a
also
10 or
gonna
11,
go under.
but it's still too high.
Colts at 8.5.
Under.
I'm going over. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 5.
Over.
Over?
Yeah.
You think they get 6?
I think teams regressed. I mean, they moved to the mean,
I go under.
By the way, Mike Thomas out of football. It's like their leading receiver 2 years ago.
Out of football? Why?
Yeah, he got cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Kansas City Chiefs, 7.5.
This line has moved. Everybody loved these guys, and then all of a sudden they showed up at 8.5. They went 2-14 last year.
New head coach and Andy Reid, new quarterback and Alex Smith.
They're unquestionably better, but they did go 2-14, and then this number ballooned up to 8.5. Now it's 7.5. So the fact that you can win 8-8, I'm not going to go over.
I'm going under. I think they get 7. The Dolphins at 7.5.
Too hard to tell, but I'm tempted to go over because I think the Bills and
Really?
the Jets are so bad, and I don't think the Patriots are that good. So I think the Dolphins can win 8 games.
I go under. The Minnesota Vikings at 7 wins. Ben Mankiewicz with 7
That's
wins.
about right. I'm going to go under.
Under?
Yeah. I don't like Christian Ponder, and I don't like Leslie Frazier.
I'm going to go over. Why not?
I don't think he's good.
Former Chicago Bear.
Oh, okay, over.
Let's see who else we got. The New England Patriots over under at 11
Under.
games. Under.
Yeah.
Can't you do even?
Sure, but that would be a foolish bet.
Well, I'm going to do it.
Because you get even if they have it, you win. You have to pick one.
Saints are at 9.5. That's tough for me.
It's tough. You just don't know what you're going to get with the Saints. But I'm going to say
Jonathan Vilma is out for many games now.
Jonathan Vilma not that good, so it doesn't concern me.
Wow, taking
I like
shots.
Sean Payton back, and I think they'll be an offensive clique this year, and I think that Mark Ingram will have a surprisingly good year with Payton, and I think they'll go over.
Interesting. That's one that I'm not sure on, because I can't see Drew Brees going 9-7 with Sean Payton back.
Yeah, it's
Like
tough
that's
though.
tough to see.
Yeah, they got.
I think I'm also going to go over. The Giants at 9.
You go under.
Under for the Giants at 9.
Yeah, I think.
How come?
I think it's coming apart. I hate losing Ahmad Bradshaw. I really do. We'll see. You just don't know with the Giants.
And they lost Andre Brown until like week 8.
Yeah,
or
but
6.
I like David Wilson. He's a good player.
You do?
Yeah.
Does that fall under the umbrella of Fred Jackson?
Not quite.
David Wilson?
Almost
Almost there.
It's pretty good, but it's no.
Because he doesn't have Fred.
Yeah, Fred makes it great.
Yeah. So the Giants at 9. Again, I'm going to be a pussy and go even.
You can't go even, Rick. It's an over/under. If they win 9 games, then nobody wins.
All right, I will go under as well. The New York Jets at 6.5. This is a clear under for me. The Raiders at 5. I'm also going to go under.
I'm going to go under on the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, and then the Eagles at 7.5.
The Eagles at 7.5. I'm going to go under because I think their offense is going to be thrilling and exciting, and I think they will twice this season give
You think
up.
Chip Kelly is going to make it a dynamic offense?
I do, and I think twice this year they're going to give up more than 50 points.
Wow.
Twice.
You know who they still have on their team, though?
Who's that?
Riley Cooper.
Totally, Riley Cooper. I love Riley Cooper. I drafted a league for Michael that I had to do the end of the draft.
Oh,
for,
yeah? He called you? He called me, too.
I put Riley Cooper on his team because
No, you
I
didn't.
knew he'd hate it. Yeah. Yeah.
You take him with the last pick?
Yeah, one of them. It's a huge league, a lot of players.
Who else did you draft for? Oh, I'm going under, by the way, for the Eagles at 7.5.
The defense, yeah. Okay, what else we got?
The Steelers
Under.
at 9.5.
Under.
Under?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going under as well, even though no one's talking about them. The Chargers at 7.5. I will go under.
Under.
Interesting. We agree so far. 49ers at 11.
Very tricky, hard to do that. I think the schedule's super easy, and I think they're great. I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go under.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to throw away games to like the Rams. Seattle Seahawks, 10.5.
Also, I'm going to go over here too. One of those teams is going to be right. One of those teams, either the Niners or the Seahawks, is going to win 12 games. I'm not sure
surprise,
which one.
I'm going under. I think they get 10. St. Louis Rams, 7.5.
Man, I feel like I picked a lot of unders. Under.
Under? I'm going over.
No,
on
I'm
this
going to go.
one.
I'm sorry. I'm 6.5. I'm going over.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, 7.5. Not 6, 7.5.
For the Buccaneers?
For the Rams.
Oh, for the Rams, 6.5 under.
7.5.
Under 7.5 for the Rams. Under, yeah. So
Under.
Yeah.
Okay,
7.5.
you're going under. I am going over. Tampa Bay, same, 7.5.
I'm going to go under.
Why?
Because I don't think Josh Freeman is going to develop, and I think they'll find that out pretty early.
Yeah, but they have Revis Island, my friend.
Yeah, and that's a
I
guy,
still think they go.
tough spot coming back from that injury.
I think they go under as well. Tennessee Titans, 6.5 wins.
Probably over.
6.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
You think they get to 7 and 9?
I think they can, yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to go under. Washington Redskins, 8.5.
It's not just fandom. I think they're going to have a great year.
You go over.
Yeah.
I go over as well. All right, we will post these in the description below. Thank you, Ben.